welcome to another episode of The Harris Show. I'm your boy, Jamal Radio Raheem Harris, a.k.a. The Hoodie. I'm joined with my sister and co-host, Miss Angie Ang.
What's up?
So today we're talking about the top adult cartoons. We're doing a top 5, I guess, even though I told her to do 10, but it's whatever. I mean, she probably couldn't come up with 10.
I had 10.
So we're gonna do our top 5, and then we go off track and go on to other shit. So without further ado,
you know how we do.
Go ahead and start with your 5.
All right, my number 5 is American Dad.
At 5.
Yeah, it's at 5. Only because I didn't watch it as much as I watched my other 4, but American Dad got some really funny ass episodes. I personally like it better than Family Guy. Yeah, so that's my number 5.
I agree. American Dad is better than Family Guy. I feel like you have it too. I guess low. It's higher rate, but my 5 is Archer. I fucking love that show. I don't know why. I didn't think I would like Archer when it first came out, but I fucking love that.
I don't watch Archer.
I've watched like all the episodes on Hulu.
Is it like is it simple, like the humor?
The humor it depends. There's some humor. It's like a little extra, like they pushing it, like there's rape jokes sometimes. I feel like they're going too far with that shit, but it's good. It's like making fun of all of like the little spy 007 type shit. Like I hate those type of movies.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy Archer. What's your 4?
Okay, so my number 4, I really was struggling between. I know I have to pick one, but I'm gonna say 2. Regular Show and Adventure Time.
What?
2 completely different shows.
What shows did you say?
Yes. Regular Show and
those aren't adult.
Regular Show and Adventure Time.
Those aren't adult shows.
Yes, they are.
They're not made
yes,
for.
Yes, they are. They're not kid shows.
They are for kids.
No.
All right.
Mm-mm.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
don't count.
Go ahead.
I don't count it as kids because
they're making.
Okay, whatever. Regular Show. Okay, fine. I'll just.
Go ahead.
I'll change mine.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Because it's gonna take you 30 minutes to fucking.
No, I have one.
Go ahead.
Mine. I'm gonna change it to Big Mouth.
Big Mouth.
Yes. Have you watched it? Big Mouth is.
You know what? I have Big Mouth on one. It's an overrated show to me. It's fucking overrated. All it is like a whole bunch of brass humor about like going through puberty. That shit ain't. It's fun.
It's hilarious. It's the hormone monster.
He's perverted. That shit is no.
It's so funny.
It's like Family Guy. It's up like it's that overrated to me.
No.
My 4 is Bob's Burger.
4?
Are you here? Was your internet lagging? 4. Bob's Burger. I think the show is funny. My top 3 are just funnier to it. But like if somebody made the case and said Bob's Burger was the top 3, I'm not gonna argue. But I think Bob's Burger, the cast and everything, how they did it is pretty good. It's funny because the dude who does Archer does Bob's Burger as well, like the voice. But yeah.
As who?
Archer and Bob are both.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They even had that crossover episode.
I did not know that. My number 3 is Rick and Morty. Shout out to Jakil for putting me on, because I was like, this shit looked dumb. And then I watched the episode and was like, this shit is hilarious. Rick and Morty, they kind of like, they definitely crossed the line a couple times. On these episodes. But it's pretty funny. I enjoy it.
Rick and Morty is funnier. The uncensored version is
funnier
than the actual one that comes on TV. Because when I seen the uncensored, I was like, oh, this is way more funnier than or way funnier. Way funnier that way. But I mean, they were my 6, you know. They didn't make my top 5. My number 3 is American Dad. That shit is hilarious. Especially the newer seasons of American Dad, when they get away with a lot more because they're not on Fox. Like, they be cussing.
Oh, they're not? Who they're on now?
I think they're on TBS.
Oh, yeah.
They be getting away with a lot more. They be cussing more and all that stuff. Like,
who's your favorite character?
Steve.
Yeah. How could you not like Steve?
But I think American Dad is top tier. You know, it's funny as hell. Like I watched the episode. What is it called? I don't know the name of the episode, but it's like Trapped in the Closet.
Yes, it's my favorite episode. That's my favorite episode ever.
They are
the writers for American Dad.
Yeah, American Dad. I can tell American Dad doesn't have the same writers as Family Guy. And if they do have the same writers, that means they're giving way more freedom with American Dad, because Family Guy is the same Play-Doh jokes and shit. But yeah, my 3 is American Dad.
Yeah. My 2 is Bob's Burger. I recently really got into Bob's Burgers. I finally just sat down and watched all the episodes, and Tina is hilarious. I can't. She's one of my favorite cartoon characters ever. She's so funny. And I just think Bob's Burgers, definitely the earlier seasons weren't as funny as the new ones, but they got some good stuff. I definitely recommend Bob's Burgers for everybody because it's funny.
Yeah, Bob's Burgers.
And 90% of the characters are voiced by men.
It's not surprising.
I was like, what the heck? I think only one character, of the main characters, is a woman.
I feel like a lot of that probably happens in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't giving women roles. Shit ain't changing. If a man can sound anything like a woman, he taking the role. Look at Family Guy. Family Guy kind of had so many people playing roles. Oh boy, what's his name? Seth MacFarlane or whatever. He does so many roles on that damn show. They not hiring no woman or nobody of color if they ain't got to. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Especially in a cartoon. They don't have to see your face. They don't know. My number 2 is South Park.
Yeah.
My 2 is South Park.
Oh my
South Park is so fucking funny.
South Park is on your top 5.
South Park is so fucking.
That's in mine.
And they don't discriminate who they go after. They go after everybody. It don't matter. They go after the president. They go after fucking Disney. They even go after their own channel sometimes. They don't give a fuck. They be going after everybody. Scientology, Christianity. They take risks. I think Cartman, is one of he a villain. You know, he is a fucking villain. It is funny. South Park is funny. They push the envelope way more. And I like shows that push the envelope. That's my thing. You pushing the envelope, and it's funny. It's not you can tell that it's a joke. It's nothing too serious.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, there's episodes where I'm like kind of offended. But that's what like I think is I think most shows they have great shows. They have an episode or they have moments where you're kind of like don't agree with them, which would makes it good. I don't want something where I agree with everything that they're fucking doing. I can make that myself, personally. But that's my two.
I'm pretty sure we both have the same number one. Boondocks. Um, there's not much I need to say about the show. It's elite. It's Boondocks. I don't even know how we were how I was watching it at a young age.
Yeah.
But Boondocks is hilarious. Shout out to Regina King. Yeah, I love Boondocks.
Regina King is probably the best actor, including males, period, on the planet. If nobody is in so many iconic movies, like for her to be able to do Huey and Riley,
insane.
Like you're not seeing. There's scenes where they're in there together. That means she's like.
They don't even sound alike.
No.
That's what I like. How you do that with your voice? They sound completely different.
You know, Boondocks. The Boondocks is so good. I can get past that last season because that last season, I can clearly tell Aaron McGruger wasn't a part of it. But like they hit on the R. Kelly shit before the fucking what is that? Surviving R. Kelly came out. They hit on everything.
Imagine that episode coming out now.
I feel like it could come out because in that episode they're not saying that like R. Kelly's a good person. They're saying he's talented, but he needs some help. They literally say that. Like, so I feel like Boondocks is just one of the greatest ever. The voicing cast is a fucking amazing. Regina King, John Witherspoon, R.I.P. Samuel L. Jackson's on there. Charlie Murphy, R.I.P. Like I'm interested in low key
how they had some good
how they're gonna redo this shit. They had what's his name? Sway come on there. They have Busta Rhymes. They had like all these rappers do voices. Like Gangstalicious is
Cat Williams.
That character of Gangstalicious is hilarious that they were able to do that. I'm curious. Like I know they're supposed to do the reboot or redo it. I think it's on. I think HBO is gonna do it. I'm wondering how they're gonna do this shit. I'm wondering.
Do you think that they should reboot it?
Yes. If Aaron McGruger is behind it, I trust him enough that it will be funny and conscious enough.
Because you can't bring back the granddad.
But what you can do is like start over. Like don't start like from the same. Like start over. Really redo the whole thing. Like do the intro. Like you're introducing the characters to us. Don't like start like where they left off. I think if they did that, it'll be a problem. Because you're not replacing John Witherspoon. You're just not. So do a whole new do a whole new thing. Still have a granddad, but have somebody play the voice. Don't try to be Pops. You can't be Pops. It just can't happen. You know. You can't recreate that. But they're gonna have to replace a lot of characters anyways, you know. But like I would love to see like the Boondocks.
Yeah.
This whole like the shit we got going on with this bullshit ass Breonna Taylor situation. Or I would love to see the Boondocks tackle America being fat. We all fat in America. I would love to see the Boondocks tackle fucking Trump. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine?
Oh God.
With Trump?
That'd be wild.
Oh my gosh, that's
wild.
Hilarious. And they would hit it in a way that like it's funny as fuck. Don't make you be like depressed and shit. Like I want to see what they would do with this. I don't know if it's still happening because when they were talking about rebooting, John Witherspoon was alive when I read it. So I don't know if they're still gonna do it. I hope they do. It's one of my favorite shows. You know, I had the DVD of the Boondocks. I think it's still at the house. I don't know where that shit is. It's somewhere in that garage.
We had all the seasons.
No, I personally bought.
We had all the seasons.
Y'all had the seasons, but I bought like a season of the Boondocks. But I don't know where it is. I thought I brought it here with me with all my other DVDs, but apparently not. And who bought me the this don't have nothing to do with cartoons. Who bought me the Dave Chappelle sketches? It wasn't you?
Not me.
It was probably Dee Dee.
I have them though.
I should no. Somebody bought me a DVD of like the top 25 Dave Chappelle sketches.
Oh, it wasn't me. Yeah.
I should try to be like, these are mine. I said, I brought this from my house. What do you mean?
What do you mean? Like these are mine.
I was like, our DVD stack, but like, it's my DVD. You can watch it whenever you want. If you want.
Do they on that? Do they have the pee on you skit?
Mm-hmm. It has the
let's make sure.
Charlie Murphy on there too.
Okay. Yeah, those two are definitely
that show inspired
one of the best.
Speaking of art, so
haters wanna hate.
This is a question I just thought of. If you were gonna reboot like a show like the Boondocks, or all right, let me rephrase that. What show would you reboot? It don't even have to be an adult cartoon. What cartoon would you reboot?
Cartoon. I don't know. I don't really like reboots, to be honest. I feel like sometimes you just gotta leave it. Let it be. It was good in that moment. Let it be, because some of these reboots be terrible, and it's just like you're fucking up the show's legacy. Stop. Like, let it be.
With some of the shows, I would like to see like a show like the PJs rebooted. Because I feel like it could be so much better with today's technology.
Like, why reboot it when you could create a whole new show? You know what I mean?
No, I would reboot it because you have Eddie Murphy.
He could be in it.
If I can get a new show with Eddie Murphy and that all the talented people they had on that cast, then yeah. But realistically, you're not gonna get that. But actually, I would do a new show because there's so many talented
say that.
people out here.
Yeah, I feel like they just recycle the same like big names. Like, there's so many people who are coming out that need that chance. I'm just ready for new faces because I'm tired of seeing the old ones.
What's her name? She's funny as shit too. Is it Brescia?
Oh, Brescia Webb.
Funny to me. Her that one girl from I forgot her name. I would like to see Gerard Carmichael in like a cartoon, like do a voice. I would like to see like just newer people. I know he's not new, but I enjoy Gerard Carmichael.
It's something different because we get the same people every time. Like, I enjoy it, but it's like, can we get some new faces? It's always the same.
I watch so many YouTube. Like, YouTube is my social media. I know Instagram. I just go on there to post and shit. But there's so many talented people on YouTube, like black people. Like, low key, I would love to see RDC World get either a cartoon. These niggas know a lot about cartoons, or an actual TV show with the.
That's like their goal, like to create their own anime.
To get the right production, like they got a huge fan base. And this is why I think companies aren't really fucking paying attention. Like, they have a huge fan base. Their fan base, which includes me, buys merch, buys stuff all the time from them. They are always sold out of stuff. Like they drop it, it sold out. It sells out quick.
Always. I tried to get a fucking the sweatsuit. That shit was sold out.
Yeah,
I was
they are.
highly upset.
They are
Whatever.
talented. Mark,
Yeah,
like Mark probably writes a lot, but like all of them are still funny.
they all Leland is like, he surprised me how funny he is. And like Hood Avatar, video game house, the fucking anime house, like they could be on mainstream TV easily.
Just imagine if they had the budget of a fucking TV show.
Insane.
They already got the editing and everything down. Just imagine if they had the budget of a fucking Black Lightning. Like I'm tired of the superheroes that we already like seen and read about, and like even like I'm glad Black Panther happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like we don't need more Marvel superheroes. Like I think Black Panther was very important for our culture, but Marvel got paid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We all went, but Marvel seen that money. Like I want these Black fucking actors and actresses with all the money in their own companies, like Kevin Hart's and all them, to put their money behind. Well, they are doing that, but like I want to see more of people like them putting their money behind somebody, and from YouTube or somebody local, somebody that they won't get a chance. Like if I went to auditions, I'm probably not gonna get the chance that somebody else will get the chance. It's just not gonna happen, and they have the power to change that. You know, we are entertainment. Like that's what it is. Black people are entertainment, and people be too scared to like take a risk. But we are the entertainment. You can't really think of a show that's successful that doesn't use Black culture. They're either using Black culture or Black people.
Or Black writers. There's something Black behind it for sure. But I mean, yeah, I would love to see more of that.
Friends stole fucking a whole Black TV show's whole format. Like they still. Like, hire some people, man. There's so many talented people out here. That's all I'm saying. That wasn't nowhere on what we were supposed to talk about today, but yeah.
Oh yeah, let me bring it back. Name some cartoons that you know you shouldn't have been watching when you were younger.
Shit. I mean, what's young? Are we like a child? Or are we
like? I don't know, because none of these shows were age appropriate when you was watching it. I'm sure.
I shouldn't have watched the Boondocks when I watched it. I shouldn't have watched South Park when I watched it.
Well, damn sure.
What's another show? I didn't watch Family Guy until I got older.
Yeah, I like dabbled in Family Guy.
I didn't really watch adult cartoons.
I said, when you were younger.
Yeah, I didn't really watch that. We watched a lot of, you know, like the Dragon Ball Z and shit like that. Samurai Jack. But those aren't really like.
Yeah.
They were like for my age group, I guess. Because I didn't watch The Simpsons. Like I don't like.
Yeah.
I never liked The Simpsons. I don't know how it's been on the air as long as it's been on the air. It's not funny to me. No disrespect to the writers of The Simpsons. Or all disrespect. Fuck it. I don't care.
It's just not funny.
Y'all not going
It's just not funny. Yeah, I wrote down South Park because I know, like, especially when that South Park movie came out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we got in trouble because of that movie.
It was South. Yeah, I was watching it. I'm like, ooh, I know I should not be watching it. This is a bit much, but yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of some shows. Oh, I guess that one show, Drawn Together.
I have that written down. I didn't think you knew what that was, so I didn't bring it
I don't
up.
know how old I was. I might have been like closer to 18.
I definitely was young watching that thing. It
Let me see.
was
I got Ren and
terrible.
Stimpy.
Hmm.
I don't know if you watched Ren and Stimpy.
I did. I did.
That's another one.
I can't believe you know about Drawn Together. I'm honestly really shocked.
Why wouldn't I not know about that?
I don't know. I just didn't think you watched that.
You don't think I know what's going on? Okay.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Okay. So I don't really want to say overrated shows because I feel like we already like know, like we already said Family Guy and The Simpsons is overrated. So we
Um,
don't even need to touch on that really.
yeah. Big
Let's talk. Let's.
too, but
It's not, but let's highlight some underrated because I got like a couple shows written down that
I got a
I
lot.
feel like doesn't get enough appreciation.
I got a lot that's underrated.
Okay.
You be first, and then I'll go after you.
I got Futurama.
Futurama's on mine.
Futurama. Yeah. Daria.
Is Daria
Oblong.
underrated?
Yes.
Daria gets his credit.
I don't think it does.
Especially like the girls like your age group.
Yeah.
Love fucking Daria.
I love Daria. Oblongs. Did you ever watch that show?
The what?
Oblongs.
Yeah, when they're like all like body parts are weird and shit like that. Yeah.
Solar Opposites. Have you watched that? It's newer.
I don't know what that is.
It's a newer. It's on Hulu. It's kind of like similar to Rick and Morty, but
Oh, I watched like 2 episodes with Aisha,
it's so funny.
but I haven't watched anything. I didn't know you were gonna just list your fucking list. I thought we were gonna go 1 and 1, but since you went your whole list,
Oh, sorry.
I would say
My bad.
King of the Hill, fucking underrated.
I literally have a question down. I was gonna ask you, how do you feel about King of the Hill? So
King
you
of the
just
Hill,
answered my question.
There's some shit in King of the Hill. Reason why I don't have it in my top 5 because there's some shit. If Trump wasn't the president, it would be easier to have King of the Hill higher. I'm just gonna say that. Robot Chicken, fucking underrated. It's
Yep.
it's 15 minutes, but it's 15 minutes of fucking hilarious.
But hilarious.
The PJs, I think is underrated. Really, any black TV show, I feel like it's not gonna get the credit because it usually doesn't. C Lab 2021.
I don't know what that is.
2021. I didn't know what the fuck that was until I went to DC the first time. And Aisha's mom watches all the older TV shows and cartoons. She kept that one on every time I would come downstairs, and I watched it. And I was like, "Oh, this shit's kind of funny." Mike Tyson Mysteries is underrated because I thought that shit would be ass cheeks, and it's actually kind of funny.
I actually watched that.
It's actually kind of funny.
Huh.
It's not as bad as I thought. I would say that is it underrated though? I don't know if I think it's underrated. Venture Brothers. Okay, you don't even know that.
I wouldn't say underrated. It's the one twin brothers.
Yeah. I
wouldn't say that's underrated.
And then my last one is Home Movies.
I don't know what that one is.
Home Movies is like a early 2000s. The animation is like terrible to me, but I like that show too. That's a show I used to watch. I guess that I probably shouldn't have been watching.
Home Movies.
What's that one show that used to come on? Shaquille used to tell me to watch it all the time. What's it? God damn it! Is it China something? I forgot the name of it. Goddamn show. He used to tell me to watch it all the time. But yeah, those are some of the underrated ones, in my opinion.
Okay. How do you feel about the Cleveland show?
I feel like it was a mockery. I don't get me wrong. I watched the show. If it's like good background noise type of show. But when you actually sit there and watch it, it's like they're making fun of Black culture instead of, you know, like Cleveland as a character is already fucking problematic. Let's put it there. To be voiced by a white dude for all these years, and then he finally
I was shocked.
I knew he was a white dude, but then after him making all his money, and then him being like, "Oh, I'm gonna step down now in 2020," it's like, bitch, you're already gonna make money off the episodes that are gonna be aired. Get that money back. If you feel like you shouldn't be playing that character, show us that you really, you know, about it. Give that money to the Black community. Donate it.
I was really shocked. I did not know that was a white man's voice until this year. I was like, oh.
I feel like Cleveland show they didn't put enough effort into it. I knew it was gonna fail. I was like, oh, ain't no way in hell white America is gonna keep watching a show about a Black person. Ain't no way in hell they gonna watch that. And sure enough, show got canceled because ain't no way in hell they was watching a show on Fox about a Black person. Even if it was played by a white dude. They don't care. They not watching that. No. I feel like there's a lot of problem characters in this show, though. I feel like Cleveland show is just as problematic as Family Guy and just as terrible as Family Guy.
Yeah. I think, well, no, I'm not going to say. Let me ask the question, then I'll give my opinion. So do you think cartoons get away with like being offensive because like a lot of these cartoons be saying some things and it's never really a problem?
Yeah.
Like, media is not going crazy.
But it's because they are cartoons. Like some of the times where they be getting away with, like South Park, for instance, they get away with shit, and like because they do some ridiculous ass shit. Like they'll have like a fucking towel smoking a blunt. Like obviously they're gonna get away with some shit because it's so ridiculous. Like, but I also think that some cartoons they use it to like show people like how do you sympathize with this cartoon character but you can't with like gay people, or why you can't with Black people, or why you can't with women. They'll use a cartoon to bring attention to that. They'll do it so ridiculous that people will be like, oh shit, that's fucked up. We shouldn't fucking treat women like that. We shouldn't fucking kick them down the stairs. We shouldn't treat Black people like that.
I feel like it can go either that way or they can be like, oh, I kind of agree. So really, there's not really, like, it can go either way.
You have regular people saying it. It can be way, like, nobody's ever been canceled for something they said on a cartoon. Like, if like, what's the show that they said some fucked up, some racy things? King of the Hill. I'm gonna use King of the Hill because I feel a way about King of the Hill now. If this was real people saying the stuff that Hank Hill was saying, like Hank Hill is clearly against gay people. Like he would be. He would clearly be.
Yeah.
Clearly like the stereotypical Texan who's against everything, who's against change. He clearly probably would have voted for Trump and been a Trump supporter. Like Hank Hill is saying those stuff, but it's an actual human being saying it. Like you can see them, like a white human being saying this to his white human being wife. It might be a problem. You know, mainstream culture would take onto that and they would say like, this is wrong and blah, blah, blah. They'll still watch the show, you know. But like you would associate that with the actor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how certain movies, how you can, like, what's his name? The nigga from the Matrix. Lawrence Fishburne.
The nigga from the Matrix.
He was always fucking the nigga from the Matrix for me.
He was Ike to me.
Well, I seen so many movies before What's Love Got to Do with it, with him in it. So then he wasn't that. Like he was in Higher Learning. He was in like he's in so many movies before. I was like, oh, okay. But then he was always on. What is the nigga name from the Matrix too? Why am I drawing a blank? And I watched that movie. Morpheus. God damn. Morpheus. He was always Morpheus.
And
like
I was talking about a different character.
Seeing him in Blackish, I'm like, oh, there's Morpheus. Like he's always associated with that role. And that's what I'm saying. Like if a real person is doing it, you get associated with that fucking role. Like people will see you as that person. Like niggas was really mad at characters in Insecure, which I haven't finished yet, which is a shame that I haven't finished it yet. But like season 1, people were really mad at Issa. Like Issa Rae, like she really was out here. She on her person, like Lawrence was a real person. Like you get associated with that fucking character. You don't really get associated with a cartoon character.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. Because I always wondered, I'm like, these cartoons be taking it to a whole new level and no one ever says anything about it.
Just because it's
it just
cartoons too.
But okay, so what is
Go ahead.
What is taking it too far? Like what does a cartoon have to do for it to be too far?
I don't believe,
because they've done pretty much everything at this point.
I feel like if it's funny and like, you know, like South Park, they pushed a lot, and the Boondocks, they've pushed it, but they've done it in a way that's so funny and clever that the point gets across. At least maybe I'm just, I don't want to say smarter, but fuck it. Maybe I am smarter than some of the people.
Oh my gosh.
Like, oh, this is a joke. I get what they're trying to do. So maybe that's what it is. But if it's funny enough, I feel like you can push the envelope a little bit more. Obviously, if there's a show and you're like, fuck that N-word with the ER, because I don't really, or black people are the devil, and there's no point that comes from that episode, obviously that's going to be a problem. But I don't think I've ever seen a show do that. I've seen shows treat fucking people who are darker and try to get the point that this is how you treat black people, but the message doesn't go across that way. I've seen shows do that. So I think if it's done in the right way, you can get away. There's nothing that's off limits. But I feel that way about comedy too. So if you're,
there's always like, Dave Chappelle's a perfect example.
Yeah, like Dave Chappelle, like I hate the word faggot. I hate that word. Like it, and it's not for the right reasons. It just doesn't. It sounds disgusting to me. I know it's a terrible word. You know, I hate that word. And like, but the way Dave Chappelle did the joke, I laughed. And I know it's inappropriate. And I know the joke had problems, serious problems. But if you do something funny enough, then, or clever, I don't know. But like when people do jokes that aren't funny, and it's just like, yo, this ain't even funny. Like most of the time, people's rape jokes really aren't funny because there's no funny way of really being like, you got raped. Ha ha ha. Yeah. But like if I hear a clever, I haven't yet. If I hear a clever rape joke, like I know I'm gonna laugh and I know I'm gonna feel bad about laughing, but I'm not gonna be like, you shouldn't have did that joke because it's clever. I feel like everything should be talked about. There's no off limits target. And cartoons can push it more than a regular show. Like Carmichael show pushed it. And they didn't last that long.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel? Since you're asking me, you're gonna get me canceled.
I don't know. I feel like yes, they do it in a way where it's funny, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like you know how I say like every joke has like some truth to it. Well, not every, well, I don't really believe every joke, you know.
They
But
do.
some of these like cartoons, I feel like it might be a bit much. Like I don't know why they would feel the need to like go so far for entertainment purposes. I feel like there's a way to do things where you don't have to be so offensive. Like Family Guy is like prime example. Like everything in that show was offensive.
You're
But
you can't do anything without offending somebody. I think Family Guy, I think it's just they just lost the funny bone. I feel like when it first started,
mm,
or not even when they after they got canceled and came back, it was funny. But then I feel like they just lost the funny bone. Like they lost it, and now the jokes just seems like they're just saying offensive shit. That's what it seems like to me. Like when I watch Family Guy, like the newer shit, I'm like, oh, you're just saying offensive shit. It's not funny. So if
mm-hmm.
it's not funny and then you're saying offensive shit, that's a problem. But if it's funny or even clever, because I like clever shit. If it's clever, I'm like, oh, that's clever. But if it's like just blatantly like, oh, like black guys smoke weed, that's a joke. Your joke is all black guys smoke weed. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
stupid. You know, that's not funny. And that's what Family Guy has turned into. I don't want to just target Family Guy, but Family Guy has lost it.
Mm-hmm.
I have them in my top 10 at 10 because of the older stuff. Their newer
Mm-hmm.
shit, trash. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, they had like some of my favorite episodes, like the when Peter was fighting the chicken.
mm-hmm.
Like those episodes were funny to me, but like after a while, I just was like, this isn't funny. Like I don't laugh anymore at this stuff.
American Dad is way funnier.
Oh, easily.
Um, but I don't know. Yes, I think that shows cartoons get away with more than a regular show can. It's what, but
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like any if it's funny enough, and that's just any TV, stand up, cartoons, even if it's funny enough, then you can get away with it because you're always gonna offend somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, white people, I'm gonna tell you, you doing a joke with the N word in it, it's probably not gonna be funny. It's rarely gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be funny. So you probably should stop because it's probably not gonna be funny.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because you're going to offend white people more than you're going to offend black people because we've heard the word millions of times. We've heard you use it millions of times. You're going to offend white people, and guess what? They're buying tickets to you. We're not going to no white comedians, realistically. But using the N word is never going to be like, you know, that joke that gets you into the door. White people. Um, Rape jokes,
Yeah,
niggas,
not funny.
it's usually white
Not
men.
funny.
Usually white men. But I've heard black comedians use rape jokes. Usually not gonna get you in. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody's Dave Chappelle. Nobody's Dave Chappelle. Let's put it that way.
That's the thing. See, that's the thing. I've only witnessed Dave Chappelle do these like his last special, the
Which one?
the trans the
His last one
not
wasn't
the last not the last, the one before that.
okay.
That one was so controversial, but he did, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I was laughing at those jokes, but then I'd be like, that's really fucked up. Like, how is he saying these things? And
Like
but he does it where you still laugh. No
he said
other
Juicy
comedian do that. I have not seen any other comedian do that.
he said Juicy Smollett
Yes.
That should not have been funny to me.
I think it was.
Yo. But I died laughing. We were in New York. We were in New York, and it's crazy because, you know, well, I don't know if you do know this. Aisha's dad is with a white woman, and Aisha's dad's brother is with the white woman. So we're in like a mixed type of household, and we all were laughing at the joke. You rarely see that. You rarely see black, white, Hispanic laughing at the same fucking joke. And Dave Chappelle is a unique person that can get everybody to do that. But I have not seen, besides Chappelle, I have not seen a comedian say a rape joke or a white comedian use the N-word. I've never seen that, where it's like, okay, this is funny, you know. So, yes, but cartoons still get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
South Park gets away with so much. Like, if South Park was a real show, they would have been canceled immediately. The episode when Cartman feeds old boy his parents would have canceled it immediately.
What the fuck, Jamal? Why are you watching that?
The Scott Pennerman, whatever his name, episode. That shit is hilarious, though. It's fucking hilarious. Because it's a cartoon and it's ridiculous. But if it was like if I saw a real person, parent get shot, and then a little fucking elementary kid fucking be like, yes, I'm feeding you your parents. That's fucking crazy. So, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, you got any more questions?
All right, we could close it out at the parent feeding someone their parent. End it on that. Why not?
Positive. Let me come up with something real quick. So I'm ending with that. The fuck, I don't want people to watch
All right.
on the last saying that. No.
I'll do it. Give your favorite Boondocks episode.
Favorite? I don't know if I have a favorite.
It's hard to have a favorite. Give at least one of your favorites.
I like the Christmas one. And Riley like, Santa, you a bitch. I like that episode a lot. There's a lot of episodes, man. I'm about to watch the Boondocks tonight.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
No, I can't watch it tonight.
Mine, one of the game is on tonight, right?
Well, that's not why, but yeah.
One of my favorite episodes is the Let It Burn with Tom.
You know what? The Stink Meaner episode, the second one, that might be my favorite episode. The second Stink Meaner episode, that might be my favorite one.
When he came back? That was a good one. That was funny. Stink Meaner was wild. God, like to even write a character like that, like what? These writers are crazy, crazy talented.
But this has been another episode of the Harris Show.
Now we're not pod.
What? Your shit is frozen. I counted like 3 times. I didn't call you out on none of them this episode. I just want you to know that. This has been the Harris Show. I've been your boy Jamal Radio. And I'm with my sister and co-host, Angie Ang. And I'm back with the hoodie. I'm going to be back with this shit because it's starting to get cold. So we are out this bitch. Peace.